And, yeah, there's a good throw too, landing right in the box, but clings up there highest. Oh, thank goodness for his height, as that's Hong gets a beautiful pass out to Casey Dean. This could be something for Fort Lewis. Here's the pass by Dean to Corey Dean. He just needs to, he couldn't get right now up to Jonesy. Jonesy plays safe back to Kling. And Kling looking around to see what he's got here, and just makes the soft little pass over to Blackwell, who's only about 30 yards out from goal. Goes to Madigan. Madigan's going to send Blackwell away on his left foot. Can he cross this? He switches to his right. Now back to Corey Dean, who has to make a slide tackle to get it to Madigan, who looks for Blackwell. And the keeper wearing all green for Colorado Springs, and he moves it long, and it's up with Kling once again hitting the ball, as Casey Dean makes a brilliantly bullet header to Freeman, who immediately touches it back to Corey Dean, to Capo, to Corey Dean. Too many players there for Corey in that centre circle, so he goes back to Kling. Kling back to Jonesy. Blackwell, Fort Lewis fullback's knocking it around, and this time again Blackwell goes forward and he hangs his head as that pass goes astray to the forward line. The Springs have it, but it's over his head. Madigan has the ball. He has to pull it backwards. Fort Lewis showing nice patience here. They know they're sort of in control of this game, but is this offside? As Hong's going to hit one with his left foot, misses the right hand post. Worked the ball towards the middle of the goal there, because he would have had the keeper dead to rights there, but he shot, and bad luck, just missed. He does have a hard shot to Hong, so it's worth trying it on when he has a chance. And here's Blackwell competing with the ball, and runs past him and goes to Jonesy, who fakes the ball down the sideline, and then he kicks straight into his opponent. And a good play there by the Fort Lewis freshman fullback from Germany, and that is Johan Sander. We call him Jonesy during the broadcast, and went out of bounds. It's Blackwell with the throw-in, and it's Freeman gets a push in the back, but the referee lets it go. Lovely attempt at a chest pass to Hong, but finally these fullbacks are playing well for Colorado Springs. Banged up along the sideline, and it came so quickly at the number 7 he couldn't trap it out of bounds. And Blackwell, man, he must have had 20 throw-ins today, and he's up again to Freeman, who gets a push in the back. He was pushed away from the ball, and that's why he missed the header, and he doesn't like it. The ball doesn't go out of bounds, right down there on the byline, and so Freeman has to chase it, but it's already collected by Colorado Springs. They're passing it out of defence, but Fort Lewis putting some pressure on them. Here's a Capo with a lovely trap, and he rides off by one player, and Madigan's going to dump a left footer across here. It's a brilliant one too, as Corey Dean tries the header from 12, doesn't get there, doesn't get in, and Colorado Springs again come away with the ball. Attempted pass here way across to the left-hand side by Colorado Springs, and it did get to a Springs player, but too many Fort Lewis players there as Jonesy goes back to Worth, the keeper for Fort Lewis, knocks it straight down the field. Again, it's over Freeman's head, knocked away by Colorado Springs, but Corey Dean anticipates best, and he gets it to Casey Dean, about 40 yards out is Fort Lewis. Now to Casey Dean, I think Piperkoff's there, who wants it from Casey Dean. Casey Dean tries to dribble around, but not successful. Here's Hong on the ball. He's about 20 yards out. Piperkoff with the big left foot shot. Missed time. And, wow, we're looking forward to Piperkoff getting a goal, because he's gone so close so many times since he's been playing more regularly for Fort Lewis. Here's Madigan, straight down the middle of the field. He's only about 25 yards out, now 20. Goes to Capo, who dumps it across the box, but that's way too high for Casey Dean. The ball comes to ground, and the first one to recover is Colorado Springs. They're coming across the halfway line. There's no passes on. Finally, there is one down that left side, but beautifully stepping in there is Piperkoff, just to touch it sideways. That keeps possession, or regains possession, for Fort Lewis. With about 13 minutes to go, Fort Lewis sitting on a 1-goal lead here. Can they get that insurance goal? They would like to, so they can relax, but they have to play very carefully, Fort Lewis. If Colorado Springs was to steal a goal, it could really complicate this match for Fort Lewis, because they've had it fairly easy so far in terms of defending, but certainly not in terms of attacking. But Colorado Springs haven't really looked like scoring, I don't think.
No,
is that fair, Lauren?
Rena
Mancha, what a great effort for her, because she's played more as a substitute this year, Serena Mancha, for the women's teams. Congratulations to her. Fort Lewis 2 and Adams State 0. That game, a women's game, is in Alamosa, but here it's Fort Lewis 1 and Colorado Springs 0. getting late in this game. Can Fort Lewis hold on for this win? It's going to be a tough one if they can do it, because they've had a hard time with this Colorado Springs team today, and Kling's trying to shield that ball deep in. Oh, brilliant by Kling. He shields it, then gets a pass to Piperkoff, who gets it to Corey Dean. Corey Dean doesn't know where to pass. He's getting told various places, and finally he gets it out to, that's Aaron Claw, who's just come on the field, tries to pass it downfield. Doesn't work, but it does ricochet out of bounds. Fort Lewis won off the goal in the first half by the Durango High School man Dawson Emmerich, yes, with the left foot shot just minutes before halftime, and that is the only goal of the game here, as Fort Lewis hanging on to this thin lead as Freeman tries to get it to Hong, but knocked away by Colorado Springs. I don't think, Madigan, no, he's not going to get there, but he knows it's a Fort Lewis throw-in, so he lets it roll out of bounds, pushed by Colorado Springs, but no foul, as Madigan throws it down to Blackwell. And Blackwell is he going to dump it into the box or just keep possession? It's okay for Fort Lewis to keep possession. They're sitting on a 1-goal lead with just 10 minutes to go. I think they're just going to keep possession and only sort of take shots when they need to, or when they're closer at least, rather than force the ball forward and lose it. And here's Jonesy with the ball. He turns one way then the other. Now he slides it along the ground to Freeman, who touches it to Capo. That was a lovely change of pace there by Fort Lewis. They almost lulled Colorado Springs to sleep there with their slow passes, and they suddenly changed. Here's a beautiful volleyed left foot pass by Piperkoff straight to Kling, and he sends it right back to Piperkoff, and now it's with Hong, who tries the pass threaded through to Claw. Claw's going to cross it. Freeman's there, but it's offside. Well, there's a foul. No, it's a foul, and I believe Claw was tripped. Yes, he was. And that'll be a free kick outside the box over on this free kick. And it's Madigan right into the box about 4 yards out, but the only player there is Colorado Springs, and they hit it away, but he couldn't direct it. Capo is onto it immediately, and he sends it to his midfield partner there, Corey Dean. Corey Dean back to Capo. Fort Lewis about 30 yards out. Capo tries to cross it, but kicks right into his opponent and ricochets out of bounds. And Fort Lewis have the throw-in.
So, John, I got another update. Adams State has scored now, so it is 2-1.
Colorado Springs have the throw-in, trying to come forward today, but worked away from their possession by Madigan and then by Blackwell and by Capo and back to Jonesy. Fort Lewis playing very carefully here. They can't let Colorado Springs get any sniff of the goal here, because a late sudden goal would upset things, as Jonesy beautifully shields one player away as Corey Dean comes in to take advantage, and it goes to Claw. That pass is a bit too quick for Hong. It runs past him. Freeman didn't see it coming, and so the Colorado Springs player got there first, but quickly is Piperkoff trying to get the ball. It ricochets off his body. Long way out at Colorado Springs, but 40 yards, but they do have possession. Let's see if they can make something of this, and they go back to the center circle. All the Fort Lewis players except Freeman are back. So Fort Lewis is not going to let the Springs get anywhere near the goal here, as chased by Madigan and now by Hong. Oh, beautiful play by Hong to get the ball to Freeman. He's going to, it's a 2-on-2 here, and Hong sent away down the left-hand side, but this defender's too fast. Down goes Hong, but I don't think it's a trip. He's told to get up, so he does get up. Oh, Colorado Springs get the ball. That was a chance. But, beautiful play by Blackwell and by Corey Dean to get it back. Fort Lewis only about 10 yards out, but they're way out in this left-hand side. I think it's going to be a corner kick.
Yeah, that was a nice little step ball there by Derek Freeman. He stepped over the ball at about 30 yards out, and it was basically a 2-on-2. And he stepped over and took a couple of touches, and it looked like he was going to dart to the inside, and then he just pushed the ball out to Hong. Nicely paced, and the defense there by Colorado Springs made a good play.
Okay, here's Capo, and he's going to knock it across the box beautifully to right on the penalty spot, but Jonesy's pushed out the way. No call as the Springs come away with the ball. The Fort Lewis defenders are going to have to get back in a hurry here, because there's a pass onto the left wing, and it goes out in that direction. Fort Lewis in trouble here as Colorado Springs, they're still about 30 yards out, but they might get a shot. No, all of a sudden, the Fort Lewis defenders have come back, and Corey Dean gets his foot on the ball, and Fort Lewis sure wanted that, and Hong is now going to be first to the ball. Let's see if he's fouled. Yes, he's pushed in the back. No call, and that was surprising. He didn't get a call there. He was really pushed in the back as he was shielding, but it's a throw-in. Wow, that was...
Yeah, Thomas was a little upset with himself, and I think with the no call.
All those Paul Timbers to go forward in this situation, and they did. and Fort Lewis caught on the counter-attack there, but luckily survived that attack by Colorado Springs. As Colorado Springs come forward again, but Piper Koff's going to get there first. He kicks it over his head, and that was a clever kick because he kept it in bounds. But, there's Piper Koff again flicking it forward, but only finds the head of a Colorado Springs defender high in the air, goes Capo, but it comes to ground about 35 yards out. Here's a pass on to Colorado Springs, and they might have a touch here, and the ball goes to Worth, who picks it up. Oh, that was so close to a shot, Lauren.
Yeah, that was, once again, good play by the center backs there, and they were able to just confuse everything up just enough, and Ryan Worth, of course, is quite agile back there and able to scoop that ball up.
Worth's going to be in the mix again here as he just under pressure by a forward there coming to chase him, but Worth comes right out to the edge of the box. He has to wait till the ball comes in there, and just in the nick of time it gets there before the attacker, and Worth picks it up, and he knows the time in the clock, and he just punts it a long way forward, and bad luck for the Springs player. He wanted to hold on here. Let's see what happens. There's the throw in into the box by Blackwell, and he gets it to Freeman, and Colorado Springs just boot that ball. Freeman was trying to get a sort of a chest pass possibly, but couldn't do it, and that left the Springs in. It goes out of bounds. Blackwell with the throw in back to Freeman, who makes a bad touch there. Oh, that's under the circumstances that's bad. The throw into Colorado Springs. Here's a long ball set forward. Jonesy's going to get there first, and he knows the game situation, and so he just boots it out of bounds. And Jonesy now yelling at some other players.
Jonesy's yelling at the midfield to come back and get their shape.
Yeah, that's it's very interesting. I've seen quite a bit more talking here by Fort Lewis in this match. And Kling, beautiful header, man, we needed that one as Kling heads it out of danger, but Colorado Springs in possession. They're not giving up. This is a tough game.
Colorado Springs is actually pressing. They got 3 people that are basically riding on our back line now.
If this might give Fort Lewis a chance for the counter-attack if they can just get some possession here. Down goes Corey Dean, but he loses the ball. Capo's in the mix, as is Claw, and bad luck here as Claw goes down the right-hand side, but the referee calls a foul. It will go to Fort Lewis, but Claw was down the right-hand side. Yellow card to number 8, and Kling is taking Capo away, as well he should. There's only 3 minutes to go, and Piper Koff and the 2 Germans have surrounded the Spanish freshman and said, walk away. You've got the free kick, just let it go.
Yeah, you could have almost called it.
The player is holding out his hand to shake hands with Capo, and Capo is ignoring him as the referee walks between both those players. And not quite sure what Capo is quite so upset about. But anyway, there you go. It's a free kick for Fort Lewis. This is absolutely to Fort Lewis' advantage. The clock is stopped at 2 minutes and 46 seconds. And let's see, the clock has started. Kling takes the free kick and he snaps it into the box, very low, headed away by Colorado Springs. Unusual free kick that time, headed by Claw down to Freeman. He can't get the ball. There's a header by Colorado Springs. They are certainly working hard to try to get this tying goal. As Kling goes down, you hardly ever see that as he shields the ball. He's knocked in the back, no free kick, out of bounds. And Colorado Springs take the quick free kick. It spins off 2 players over to Madigan. He could run towards the corner flag and waste some time here, but he decides to pass to Claw, who unfortunately jumps into his opponent there. He was about 25 yards out, and that allowed Colorado Springs to get possession. Claw could have gone towards the flag too and wasted some time, but that doesn't matter right now as Colorado Springs have the ball. They're 20 yards behind the half line, under 2 minutes to go now. Can Fort Lewis hold on? Colorado Springs have only 1 shot on the frame on the scoreboard, so it's not like they got a lot of shots. Here's Capo fighting with his opponent for the ball, and down that player Capo goes with a big shoulder tackle, and I don't know what the referee's going to do here. It's going to be a foul on Colorado Springs. I don't know that player really did anything wrong. I mean, it's a shoulder tackle, but Capo might go off here. What do you think, Lauren?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if that was the same player that Capo's been fighting with here, or if it's a different player. But it looks like Capo may have gotten the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, he sure did. The trainers have not come on the field, and Capo is leaning over. He might be doing the European waste of time, but the problem is that in America, in college soccer, the clock is stopped, so that's not working. But Capo knows the are going to dump this ball through Kling, I think, right into the penalty box. And again, he stabs it low. That is unusual for Kling, and it touches Hong, and Hong goes to Madigan, and now Corey Dean's going to run in towards the corner flag. Let's see if he can get a pass to Madigan. Oh, Madigan steps over. Beautiful play by Fort Lewis. Corey Dean is running into the box, but guarded there by Colorado Springs, and they do win the ball, finally get it out. Here's Capo challenging his opponent, but kicked forward by Fort Lewis, but the first one's there, Colorado Springs. Time running out now. We're down to a minute to go. The ball's going to run out of bounds, but it will be Colorado Springs. Can they mount one last attack here? A minute to go. Fort Lewis 1 and Colorado Springs 0. This is certainly not like the game on Friday when it was, what was that scoreline? 6-1. This has been hard work for Fort Lewis all the way. Jonesy up in the air, but Colorado Springs is only 20 yards from goal. Madigan gets the ball. He kicks it hard, but Colorado Springs again, they're still only 25 yards out from goal. This could be a shot, and it is, and it comes on the ground. No danger for Ryan Worth. He does bobble it, but he's got full control of it. Now he picks it up, wastes a couple of seconds there, pats his opponent on the back, and he's going to hold that for 6 seconds and then punt it as far as he can. He better hurry. The referee's watching him, and there goes the punt. Not the best punt, but it is very accurate, right to Madigan, who's going to pass it back to Blackwell. This should make the game safe. Blackwell tries a pass when he could have kicked it long. Oh, goodness me. And here comes, that's the right way to do it, as Jonesy blasts the ball a long way forward. Freeman can't get it. Colorado Springs are in the center circle. Do they have one last shot? Yes, they do. It's a long one too, but it's blowing wide, and that'll be it. It misses the goal from the left-hand side. Another shutout for Ryan Worth. Fort Lewis 1, Colorado Springs 0.
Boy, another tough match for Fort Lewis College men, and boy, what a great afternoon. We got an unlikely hero in the hometown player here, Dawson Emmerich, with the game-winning goal, the only scorer of the game, and he scored that goal with just about 2 minutes left in the first half, and it was just a nice little strike. It did not look dangerous when he took it. He kind of looped it, kind of lofted it over towards the far post from just inside the 18-yard line, and kind of froze the keeper there just for a second. And at that point, it was 1-0. And after that, boy, I tell you, Colorado Springs picked up some confidence and made a game out of it. They played very, very well organized soccer and made it difficult for us. So another good day for Fort Lewis College.
Yes, another win for the men. They're unbeaten this year. Another shutout for the team and for Ryan Worth. But, wow, what an interesting game to commentate, because Fort Lewis famous for their possession style of play, famous for just being patient and passing the ball around, but they played a little differently today, kicking it forward quite a lot without passing it. And as Lauren explained, that was because the offside trap was pulled way upfield, and those fullbacks were fast and they were good. And Fort Lewis relieved, I think, Lauren, to come away with a 1-goal win.
Yeah, it was a very, very fun match to watch. Good game to commentate it. You know, that you can't say enough about our back four. You know, they're so solid. And Ryan Worth, once again, you know, comes up. Didn't have to make any tough saves, but, you know, he makes the saves when he has to. And, you know, his distribution is so good, and they feel real confident playing the ball back. And so, I mean, another deserved shutout for our back four and Ryan Worth.
Well, there was a couple of danger moments there with just minutes to go with Colorado Springs counter-attacking off the corner kick. And a bit of a strategical mistake there, possibly by Fort Lewis, by just sending the regular 2 men back to guard that lone forward for Colorado Springs. And with just a couple of minutes to go in the 1-goal lead, they might have had 3 or 4 players back there. But nevertheless, that doesn't matter now, because as Lauren said, the back four played great, and they kept Colorado Springs from scoring. Do we have a late score in the women's game?
Yeah, the final score for Fort Lewis College women is 2-1. Goals by Emma Cannis and Serena Mancha.
And the goal here by Dawson Emmerich. And congratulations to both the Fort Lewis teams today for winning. And both had very, very tough games. I can tell by the scoreline in Alamosa 2-1 and the scoreline here 1-0. Wow. What are we doing next weekend, Lauren?
Well, let's see here. Next weekend, the men are away at Mines and Christian. And I'll have to pull the women's schedule out right quick here. I don't recall. I got it right here. Let's see. The women are
children, which is why we created a special program just for our local families. It's our Kids Free Vitamin program. Every child 12 and under qualifies. Just come in and enroll your children, and they'll receive free vitamins for a year. It's that easy. Visit us today at Rivergate Pharmacy and Compounding Center, 575 Rivergate Lane in Durango.